Hello, hello, hello. This is a message from the universe for 8/22/2020. This is the rune Perth. Perth is the rune of initiation, and as you can see, it is reversed right here. So this rune Perth is talking about having a now, focusing on now, letting go of the past and the way that you did things in the past. Because when you're so focused on the way that things turned out in the past, while you're creating something new, you're almost guaranteed to repeat that same mistake because you're focused on how it turned out that time. And so when you're creating something new, now you're going to make it turn out the way that it did then, because you're looking at it and saying, well, last time this happened, so this time this will probably happen too. Sometimes we don't even have to say those words, and yet that's how it comes out. So yesterday we looked at the numbers 8. Day before yesterday, about 2, 2, 2, 2. Today we literally have 2, 2, 2, 2, 4 twos. So we're talking about, with the number 2222, growth, expansion, a shifting within yourself that happens. And Earth Reversed is talking about. It's talking about focusing on that moving forward. If we look at the crystals that they had me choose today, we have my rose quartz, which is always for unconditional love of self. It's literally, you can see how worn it is. Just from me holding it, it fits perfectly in my hand. So anytime that I feel anxious or nervous or worried about something, I just hold on to this and you can barely even see it. Then we have the Mookite Jasper, and this one is also for healing. And in fact, for some of you, this is very poignant because it's actually specifically for sexual abuse, for abuse from our past, from a partner of the opposite sex or from a masculine partner. It's like an attack on the feminine that is in your past, and this is really good for healing that. And so the fact that this came out in this may be something that applies to some of you out there. I always listen when they tell me what to grab. So when we move on to the cards for this reading, where we're supposed to be focusing on the now, right? And allowing the stuff in the past, not focusing on the way that things turned out there, pulling our energies together. We have this Three of Swords, which Three of Swords is heartbreak. Three of Swords is pain. Three of Swords is people in your life hurting you, right? Now, what I noticed about this, so this Perth is initiation, right? But it's also something hidden, a secret, right? So this is reversed. So to me, that says a secret revealed. Now, this is the extended reading. So some of these meanings, as I said, it holds multiple energies for people that are all on the same track. So if you found this, there may be a meaning in here for you. And what I see is this something revealed is this spider web, right? With this little spider. And there's that saying, oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive. So I always think about a spider when I think about lies and betrayals and somebody hurting us in that way by lying to us and hurting us, or maybe us hurting someone else in that way. This may not apply to everyone in the that's watching this, but this is what came to me as I did this reading. And then we have this Three of Cups right next to it. And the Three of Cups is about a group of friends, a family group. It's about celebrations, getting together, your relationships together. So when I combine these two, to me, it's really talking about a group of people that you feel hurt by, a group of people or one person or a friendship or a collaboration that you feel like you were betrayed in, or maybe that you betrayed them. And even this Nine of Wands reversed, while it talks about releasing the burdens, it also talks about an energy of paranoia. It also talks about feeling like people are out to get you, like everyone's going to hurt you. People just hurt me. They always hurt me. Look at what happened when XYZ in my past. That they're out to get me. They're out to get me, right? You cannot keep thinking the same way that you have been thinking and expect the outcome to be any different. You cannot expect people to do the same thing to you over and over again without the outcome being any different. You have to take a very close look at each one of these situations to pull the lesson from it. And sometimes the lesson is only forgiveness. Sometimes when we look at these things and we think, oh, a lesson, what did I learn? I learned not to talk to that person. That's not the lesson. The lesson is maybe not to hold a grudge about it. The lesson may be to accept that some people are not going to always like you, or they're not always going to agree with you. But always the lesson when people hurt you is forgiveness. Always. And it doesn't mean you have to hang out with them. It just means that you have to let go and release the burden of the pain that they put on you. When you don't forgive someone who hurt you, they are still hurting you. If you think about something that happened to you and it still hurts your feelings to this day, you haven't healed. You haven't forgiven that person, and you haven't forgiven yourself, and you haven't healed the situation. It's like the saying from Buddha that anger is like holding a hot coal. And if you hold on to it, it only burns you. It doesn't burn the other person that is angry at you or that you're. It only hurts you by holding on to that. So all time happens all the time. So if somebody's actions from the past still hurt you today, then you still need to work on a little bit of healing for that and let that burden go. This little kitty doesn't want to let go of any of his little balls there, does he? You need to let go of your little balls. Okay. Then we have this King of Pentacles, which seems completely at odds with the rest of this reading, right? But for this King of Pentacles, it really talks about making a plan and sticking to it, and that's where the success comes in, okay? So in this reading, the plan would be to work through the pain from your past, to focus on you, to focus on your mental health, on your energy, to focus on where you are right this moment and being okay with that. And that is how you create success. That is how you create the fruition of your manifestation. And I don't mean that in the way of having a car or getting a thing or making money, even though this is the Pentacles. I mean that in the way of mental peace. You know, not being anxious, not being scared, not being angry, being able to be self-loving, self-assuring, just stepping into this space of being okay with who you are. That is the success in this reading that this King of Pentacles is referring to. I know it's not easy, but it is very simple to love yourself. It's a choice. Let go of the pain from your past. Learn from it, move forward, and forgive. You are beloved, you matter, you are loved.